But why is she in the water?
Well, remember, he's saving the little ants.
Oh, if I'm going to do that, I'll just give a punch of those ants. It's just ants, you won't get it. What?
It was fun in 3rd grade. I still stayed small, like those ants, I guess. I was scared of math, poor me. But reading was what I really liked. I'd read on the couch. I read in bed with carrot sticks like pencils in my hands.
It was fun in 3rd grade. I stayed small, like those ants, I guess. It was scary of math, poor me. But reading was what I liked. I read on the couch. I read with the carrot stick, like pencils in my hand.
Okay,
I read
so
in bed with
there
the
you
carrot
go.
stick.
Okay, so really pay attention when you're reading, okay? Because you're skipping a lot of words, okay? So how does Gary feel about reading? Use the words in the story to picture what is happening. So I like to read in my favorite tree. Once, when Boots came by, I tossed a piece of bark at him. He looked around and meowed. I giggled. I tossed another piece of bark at him. This time, Boots saw me and climbed up the tree. We sat on a fat limb, the 2 of us. I read him a story about a bird. He licked his paws. The engine inside him began to purr. I guess Boots likes reading too. Okay, the little dog. So, on weekends, my family went to Chinatown. We bought groceries there at the Mexican store. I remember mariachis roving the street. Their sombreros were huge. They couldn't see their eyes, only their hanging mustaches. Their trumpets blared. The guitars strummed. Their violins seemed to weep. The guitarron thumped deeply. One time, I saw a dog dance to the mariachi music. The dog went back and forth, like he was doing the cha-cha. Every night, I took a bubble bath in our deep tub. The water roared from the faucet as I climbed in. The bubbles rose like mountains. No, like really pretty clouds. I scooped out the bubbles and patted them onto my face. I pretended that I had a beard. I placed some of the bubbles on my head. Oh, a sombrero. I was a dreamer. I was sometimes in another world. In bed, I covered myself with 2 blankets. I thought about the day before I fell asleep, so tired. My legs kicked as I dreamed I was running for a touchdown, and the whole school was watching me.
Every night I took a bubble bath in a deep tub. The water rolled from the faucet as I climbed in. The bubbles rose like mountains, no, like very pretty clouds. I scooped the bubble and applied them into my face. I pretended that there was a beard. I placed some bubbles to my head. Oh, placed some bubbles. I was a dreamer. I was sometime in another world. In bed, I covered myself in 2 blankets. I thought about the day before I fell asleep, so tired. My legs kicked. I was running for a touchdown. The whole school was watching at me. And there's a rock.
Okay, so Gary Soto grew up to be an author. He dreamed up ideas for more than 40 books for children and grown-ups. He shares his Mexican-American culture through his poems and stories.
I have a question. This is the last end of the story.
It just ends, let me see. Yeah, it ends with him here dreaming that he is running, playing football. Yeah, so look, this is his dream. And then later, he actually, in real life, he becomes an author. Okay, so go ahead and read this, please.
Gary Soto grew up to be an author. She dreamed for ideas for coming 40 books for children and grown-ups. He Mexican American culture through his Pullman story.